we learned. Usudasa dechakal tapuch. Everybody take a second, isn't it?
Apple.
We're learning a sefer inside. Let's learn a sefer inside. Usudasa dechakal tapuchin kadishin. We learned that the Gimel Sudai Shabbos are divided into three. You see it in the Askina Sudasa. The Askina Sudasa is just the description of it. The Metzias of it is that the Friday night Suda is a Suda of Chakal Tapuchin, and the other two Sudas are divided into Zer Anpin and Atik Yoimin. Lefi HaSagasenu, the pshat is, and we're going to explain why again, that the Suda of Chakal Tapuchin is something that's coming from down up, whereas the Atik Yoimin is coming from up down, and the Zer Ampin is in the middle. So let's just try to understand that and how it affects us, and how it affects our davening. Chakal Tapuchin, Rav Tzadok explained, although it's a big chiddush, it's very easy once he explains it, is the Chakal Tapuchin, this forest of, this apple forest, which Rabbi Tam in his Kasha concludes that it's really an esrog forest, because Tapuchin don't meet the description of the of what the Gemara says, that it's pre comes before it's chanata. So Chakal Tapuchin is the smell which Yitzchak smelled when Yaakov walked in, and he was wearing the big day Esav. Yorach es reach begadav al tikra gadav ela boigdav. So he smelled the Romans, he smelled the Rishayim, he smelled the Nazis when Esav walked in. Rashi says he smelled the reich of Gan Eden. So it's a kind of a peculiar Gan Eden, in the sense that it's a Gan Eden which which is putrid in its smell, and the deeper smell is a smell of Gan Eden, because if it's like choshech. So Adam Rishon got very nervous the first time it got dark. That was the Gemara. But probably the second time it got dark, he was probably happy with it, because kachi seder oil, the world is working, and from choshech comes or. Like it's a good thing. Dark, sleep. Nice, good. Dark. We close the trisha when we go to sleep. So dark is only bad when you don't know what it is. It comes on you as a shock. But if the darkness is like in the mind of Yitzchak, if the darkness is the prelude to the light, if Neiron Kesar is a prelude to Rabbi Meir, so okay, I'll take him. Give me two. It's good. Darkness is good. So the Chakal Tapuchin refers to an interesting kind of Gan Eden, which Rav Tzadok continues to refer to as the Yehuda Tata. That's Friday night. Interesting that it comes first. Then there's the Yehudi Law. What's called the Atik Yom, the Shechina of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Atik Yom, and that which has been there even before there was a world. Atik Yom. And the Zer Anpin is the Tiferes, which we're going to get to. I don't want to jump the gun. But what we have is, what the principle here is, that we make a Yehuda Tata, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu makes a Yehuda Ilah. Where's the pasuk? Thank you, Refine. Well, the reason I asked you is because you know where the psukim are. But let me show you something interesting. You say that davening in the siddur. It's called davening. It's terrible. We call it davening, but we say in Kabbalah Shabbos. I think here we have the Yisai. Familiar, yes? Shamar v'zachar. Let's just analyze paragraph 1 for a moment. Kedai, right? Shamar v'zachar b'dibur echad. Where does it say shamar? In the luchos. Luchos shnius. Shamar v'zachar. Zachar is in luchos shnius, you think? Hashem, can't open up for the place. If I didn't have the Siyat D'Shmai, I'd never find anything because I can't remember a thing again. Luchos shnius. Shamar is Yom Shabbos l'katra. Assuming that the parsha says Chana is the luchos shnius, which the Achronim take on, that the parsha Yisrael is the luchos rishonos, and parsha Chana is luchos shnius. So Shamar is Yom Shabbos l'katra is luchos shnius. Parsha Chana. Is that what you said? No. Luchos shnius. I mean, and Zachar as Yom Shabbos l'katra is in luchos rishonos. So the different connotation is that Zachar Pashtus. Zachar is the mitzvah essay Mekiddush. Zachreu al yayin. Mitzvah essay of Shabbos, even Menucha Shabbos. And Shamar is the Lamates Malachos.
Passive.
Shamar, don't do.
Passive, yeah.
Don't do. Lamates Malachos. So Shamar v'Zachar, don't do. Essay, Chalos essay. You know, like it could be Shamar v'Zachar b'dibur echad. Ishmiyanu kel ha-meyuchad. So here you have two different sivuyim coming at two different times. There's pre-egel, post-egel. Shamar at the end, Zachar at the beginning. Shabbos somehow changed, but it's all one guy. Ishmiyanu, we were told this, kel ha-meyuchad. And then we go on with this. Hashem echad, u'shmai echad, l'shem musiferes v'l'sila. How do we get to Shamar v'Zachar b'dibur echad seder? Now we're focusing on the Yichud Elyon, the oneness of Hashem. And we're saying, understand, Shamar v'Zachar, this whole little paragraph is about one. Shamar v'Zachar b'dibur echad. Hishmiyanu kel ha-miyuchad. Hashem echad. U'shmoi echad. L'shem musiferes v'lisila. So the important thing here is echad. So the pasuk says as follows: "It's l'shem musiferes v'lisila." So Moshe Rabbeinu said in Parshas Kisavai, "Hayom hazeh Hashem Elokecha mitzavcha lasos es hachukim ha'elu v'es hamishpatim v'shamarta v'asisa isa b'chol levavcha b'chol nafshecha." Hashem commanded you to do mitzvahs. Es Hashem ha'emarta hayom. By keeping the mitzvahs, as Hashem ha'emarta hayom. What's ha'emarta? Li'ois l'cha l'alikim l'leches b'drachav l'ishmar chukav u'mitzvaysav u'mishpatav l'ishmaya b'kailai. Amir is a lot of things, but it's the summit of a mountain. In Middle Eastern languages, the Amir is the chief Hansho, the Amir. Tell you a little Hebrew lesson that the difference between Dibur and Amira is Dibur is general. Vayidaber Hashem al Moshe Lemor. It starts with something general. Aser is hadibros. It's like the Makud Mitzrayim Dever, the swarm. You couldn't tell one insect from the other. It was just a swarm. Amira is a peak. It's a very clear focus on the individuality of each thing. So when you take something out of the klal and make it very, very special, that's called le'amer. The word doesn't come up very often in Tanakh, but that's what it means. So as Hashem ha'emarta hayom, doing mitzvahs. You've taken upon, Moshe Rabbeinu's giving a word over here. You're taking upon yourself to live a life of Torah and mitzvahs, a life of Kedusha. What are you really doing? As Hashem ha'emarta hayom, you're making Hashem special. You're putting him on the peak of the mountain. You're summiting Hashem. As Hashem ha'emarta hayom, you're saying, it's all about Hashem. Hashem, in turn, Hamircha Hayom. Hashem now makes you focus, right? Our tefillin talk about the specialness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ubetfillin shel Kutsh Bricha Ma'ik Siv Be B'Amcha Yisrael. So, I always say over from the Kutzker. The Kutzker says sometimes Hashem's tefillin need a little straightening there in the middle. We're B'Amcha Yisrael. B'Amcha Yisrael. Straighten out your tefillin. So we do a day Amira, and we summon Hashem. Hashem summons us, and it all comes. Liyos loyla am segula kasher diber lach, and we become an am segula. Hashem makes us into an am segula. Lishmar kol mitzvaysav. Ulasitcha elyoin al kol hagoyim, and we stand out because of this. So there's you see the circle here. The circle is that we start off being makabel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, being makabel to our mitzvahs, which is not good enough, has to be lishma. As Hashem hamircha hayom, you have to make HaKadosh Baruch Hu into an amir, and to look at it as the peak of the mountain. This is something unusual, something special. Yotzim min haklal. Not just a concept in our life, not just something we do on Shabbos or on Sunday. This is our life, everything. And the what happens over here is HaKadosh Baruch Hu is ma'amir us. So says Moshe Rabbeinu. Great, a great thing. And what will we become at that point? Listen to the words. L'tehila, u'l'shem, u'l'sifares. L'shem, u'l'silavis. Right? Same, u'l'sifares, u'l'sila. Right? These are the words. This is where it comes from. Thank you. L'shem, l'tehila, except the other way. L'tehila, u'l'shem, u'l'sifares. So now this circle of we're ma'amir HaKadosh Baruch Hu is ma'amir us. We make him elyon, he makes us elyon. This is called l'tehila, l'shem, u'l'sifares. So hence, we say in l'chadaydi, shamar v'zachar b'dibur echad, hishmiyanu kel hamyuchad. Let's go backwards. There's the echad of Hashem. Hashem echad u'shmo echad, l'shem u'l'sifares v'l'shila. Same thing in a different direction. So what we're talking here is as follows. Shamar v'zachar. We learned this, that the luchos rishonais and the luchos shniyos. The luchos rishonais before the Egel were in a gather of Gilui, Hiskalus Hashem, Nevuah. Just straight. After chapicha v'amalei. It's there. I'm feeding it to you like a little baby. Right? Git tosarayin and moil. It's yours. Then we did the Egel. Hester Panim. Once there's a Hester Panim, the Luchais Psolacha, Shnei Luchais Havanim. We're reviewing the parak. Psolacha, Shnei Luchais Havanim, Moshe Rabbeinu, this is going to take a lot of human participation to get the Torah back again. What we call Torah Shebal Peh. Rava Abaya. Elul Shammai. Machlokes. Working things through. We went from the Madrega Luchos Rishonos of Nevuah to the Madrega of Ruach HaKodesh. Is it better? Is it worse? It's different. It's a different experience, but certainly we're a lot more involved in the Ruach HaKodesh than we would be in the Nevuah. You can have a Nevuah today, maybe you're changed, maybe you're not changed, but Ruach HaKodesh is a different kind of a person. It's a different kind of a person. So, what happens is, this is in Kabbalistic language, besides for Nevuah and Ruach HaKodesh, Luchos Rishonos, Luchos Shniyos. In the first Luchos, it said Zachar. In the second Luchos, it's not just Zachar, but it's Shamar, which is a much more, Mitzvah Shleisa say, it gives Shabbos a whole different type of the refraining. So you have Shamar v'Zachar, b'Dibur Echad. Let's understand that whether it's Luchos Rishonos, Shamar, Zachar, or whether it's Luchos Shniyos, Shamar, it's b'Dibur Echad. It's all one thing. Why? Because Hishmiyanu Kel Hamyuchad. because it's all about being miyachad. Now, miyuchad doesn't mean echad. Miyuchad means miyuchad. Miyuchad means specialness. Hamircha.
Individualized.
Hamircha. Specialized. Special. Make special.
Singular.
Huh?
Singular is not a good word.
Miyuchad. Masha miyuchad. It's miyuchad is right. Miyuchad. It's special. What's wrong with special?
Unique.
It's a good word.
Unique.
Special.
Miyuchad is unique.
Unique. But special. Unique can be bad. Special is good. So kel hamiyuchad, meaning the kel which we made special. Now Hashem echad u'shmai echad. So we know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is echad. But the Shmai Echad, the Shem Hashem is Shem Elikim, Shem Yudkei Vavkei, Shem Shakai. So all kinds of different Hanhagas of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in this world. It's hard to see the Echad. So what's happening is that in this world, coming from down up, Ruach HaKodesh, Teresh Shabbat Peh, that's the Shmai Echad. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Hashem Echad or Shmai Echad. So what we have is, we have a this is what's so important. I don't want to just get off into esoteric. The point is that now, Moshehu, there's a two-prong program here of Ruchnius, and that is that we do ours, like Moshe Rabbeinu explains, right? Ki anu ata mami reinu, ata mami reinu. Ki anu mami recha, ata mami reinu. That we make you special, you make us special. So this is what's called in the language that we're learning now, Yehuda Ilah, Yehuda Tata. All right? Do we have it clear? And when you get it all together, it's L'Shem, because it's the Shem of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. U'L'Sifares is where it all comes together. U'L'Sila. Let's put it this way. Chesed, Gvura, Tiferes. Chesed comes straight from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bli Gvul. The Gvulim of Gvura we make. We make the boundaries. We have to be a Kli for the Kedusha. And when you do it, you have Tiferes. So Moshe Rabbeinu spoke about this already. L'Shem L'Sifares V'Lisila. Or in his language, L'Tihila L'Shem L'Sifares. Wherever he was old. So that's what Reb Shlomo Alkabetz, Hashem Echad U'Shmai Echad, L'Shem L'Sifares V'Lisila, Shem L'Sifares V'Lisila. When you have it all together, it's L'Shem L'Sifares V'Lisila. Let's just understand for a minute. In other words, we said this a couple dozen times, that in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, in his world, in the Keser, is completely Echad. No question. Echad. There was nothing else but Hashem. Before Hashem created the world, there was nothing else but Hashem, so there's nothing else but Hashem, so Hashem is Echad. It's the Echad, the ultimate Echad. As he created the world Ba'alma de Piruta, split everything up. So now we have a situation where you're one thing, I'm another thing. Even a husband and wife, two different things. Everything, this table, that table, it's not one thing. The world is Alma de Piruta. Sefer Bereshis is Vayavdil. And not just the Havdalas in the Bria, but even the Havdalas in the families. It was Yitzchak, Yishmael, Yaakov, Esav, Havdalah. Everything was Havdalah. 12 Shvatim, there's a Havdalah of Yosef, on and on. The whole Bereshis is about Havdalah. So what's the... So that's the Echad turns into like the Spherois, which is the Alma de Piruda. And now the Geula, the Tikkun, is to bring it all together again. So the Tikkun, if a person becomes one with their wife, that's a Tikkun. You become one with another Yid, it's a big Tikkun. If you become one with all Yidden, it's even a bigger Tikkun. One with the other, with the whole world. The more that you're bringing it all together, so that's the Yichud after the Pirud. So what you have is Yichudei Law. That's the Kesser. Have I explained this well? Then you have the Pirud, and then you have the Yehuda Tata, where we're bringing it together. This is Hashem's work. This is our work. Hashem takes one, makes it many. We take many, make it one. Kachazah. That's the way it works. So Hashem echad u'shmo echad. What's the one? If a person says gam zu l'toifa, gam zu l'toifa, meaning you're taking that which is bad, and you're saying, no, gam zu l'toifa, this is all part of the effort. You're tying it all together. If you say that from the Romans came Rebbeir, and Rabbi Akiva came from Sisera, so you're taking two opposite things and you're making them into one thing. So now it becomes one division of the world and then one again. So this is called the Yehuda Ilah, and this is called the Yehuda Tata. If they come together, if we're at peace with this, that we've made a oneness. This is our job. Awareness of Hashem makes a oneness. Then we've come to the Madrega of Tiferes. So l'shem, l'tila, l'siferes. So Tiferes is when Chesed and Gvura come together. You get Tiferes. Dvarim Shutim. I spoke at Shabbos. This is important. At Shabbos, I spoke about the Ratzai V'Shoiv of this world. The Ratzai V'Shoiv is explained on Shabbos. Yecheskel HaNavi introduced the concept of Malachim. He told us, the Vais of Merkava, that there are Malachim that are taking everything, Kiviyachal, that we do in this world and bringing it up to the Kisei HaKavod. And then HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes that's the Chomer of creation, and creates the world. So everything we have, it's a circle really. Everything that we have is that which our mice and which we're evaporating, and it's coming down on us. Basically, what we put in is what we get out. This is the most important yesod of Yiddishkeit, probably. That what you put in is what you get out. See, it's very important. The Baal Tanya explains. Let me just learn to do this a little bit already. A sentence of it, but let me just. Baal Tanya explains in Lamed Zayin that the way this works is. Let's get to the exact point. That when a person does a mitzvah, ki be'asiyasa, in other words, what's happening? We're taking v'chuli truma. Truma is to be meira, picking something up. We're taking that which is right here, and we're using this for HaKadosh Baruch Hu right now. We could use this for so many things. We're using it for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'chuli truma, so you're being meirim this. That's true of every mitzvah. You're taking something gashmias, and you're being Merim, whether we were taking a cow and being Merim, we're taking our brain and being Merim, we're being Ve'ikuli Truma, is everything is a harama. The Kohen does tznufa. What happens over here is, he explains, that the that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that a person is taking the Or Ein Sof of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he's injecting it into the Gashmis of this world. Don't worry about this right now, because I just want to make this point. Keep going. Klaf HaTfilin, the mezuzah of a Sefer Torah. Let's say you take, a simple example, you take a klaf, a piece of cow, and you're writing a Sefer Torah on it, and everybody's standing up and kissing this piece of cow. So what have you done? You've taken something gashmius, and you've brought it, you were meirim it to the Shabayim. In order to do that, you could only use a kosher cow. In other words, the Kodesh Baruch Hu told us how to use this world. Now that you've taken your gashmias and you're using it to do the mitzvahs Hashem Ritzaynai, Harei achiyu shebehem oilo misbatel v'nichlo ba'or ein soif brichu shuritzani yisbarach hamlubish behem me'achashem shem bechinas hester panim klal haster arei yisbarach. So what happens here is, explains the Balatanya, that when I take something, Gashmias, and I bring it up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that's called Yichud Tata. If I take this Yichud Tata, I bring it up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, now HaKadosh Baruch Hu has this, and he uses this to build the world and build our lives. So what's happening is, in the circle of Ratzai V'Shav that Yecheskel was talking about, that it's brought up and now it's brought down, according to good in, good out, junk in, junk out. That's the way it works. So if you evaporate the wrong kind of rain, you get acid rain. So what's happening over here is, just explain. I feel like I'm not explaining well. Let's say you do a mitzvah lishma. So you do a mitzvah lishma. Mitzvah lishma. You do a chesed lishma. You learn Torah lishma. You do a mitzvah lishma. So now you're bringing something up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I'm taking this world of the Alma de Piruda, I'm saying it all belongs to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and I'm using it for Hashem. I'm making an echad. HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes my mitzvah, it mixes it in, if you will, with infinity, with the or Ein Sof, and it comes down to Shekhinah. And hence we have the Shekhinah in our lives. Let's say you do a mitzvah Shaloi Lishma. If you do a mitzvah Shaloi Lishma, so now that's going up to the Shemayim. It's mitzvah into the Or Ein Sof, but the Tanya tells us, but with a klipa. So now that it comes with a klipa, when it comes back down to this world, not so pashut. It's bracha, but it's bracha with a klipa. It's hard to crack that nut. It has a klipa. So it's not ready to eat. It's not ready to. So it's a klipa. You don't grow breads on trees any longer. You have to plant and you have to sow and you have to plow and it's a gatzozach until you get 10 malachas until you get a piece of bread out of the seed. That's a klipa. That klipa one asid ha'ilanais lahaitzik luskais. That in Gan Eden and in the asid where you have echad and echad, there you'll have complete bread. It won't need all of the klipa. The klipa comes from the human participation, which is not 100% lishma. So whatever a person does, which is lishma, brings on themselves and in this world a bracha of l'sitcha el yain hagayim b'li klipa klal. That's what the Balatanya explains. In other words, so everything that we do stands before HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Everything we do gets mixed into the world of Ein Sof, and then comes back down, rains down upon us like a rain cycle. But depending on what we put in, if it's lishma, the rain's down pure. If it's not lishma, it rains down impure. And this is our suffering in life. This is the struggle in life.
The criteria is the lishma? The only criteria is the lishma?
Lishma is the main thing, because lishma is the main thing. In other words, lishma, but it's also tara. Like, if you give tzedakah, so tzedakah goes up. If the tzedakah is from Gezel, you created a big klipa with that tzedakah. Maybe it wasn't worth it. See, if you chesed l'umim chatos, the Shach says that sometimes the tzedakah of Goyim creates a klipa. Sometimes it makes it worse. You got to be very careful with this.
So where's the bogdav then?
So now it depends where you're starting over here. If we're taking the bogdav, if we're taking the tsaras and we're removing the klipa here, and we're coming out with a remeir, so then we're sending up something very, very special, and we're getting down something very special. That's the bracha. That's the bracha that Yitzchak was wanted to give Esav. The bracha is to be shover the klipa. Let me give it to you. Let me give it to you straight. So, okay. You understand me? This is the circle. It's such a very important circle that we all need to understand our lives. Every single thing, every word that we say, every drop of Torah that we say. If it's done b'kedusha v'tara, it's just unbelievable. It's done b'kedusha v'tara l'shma. So then you're bringing up something and it's coming down. The bracha is coming down our life with no klipa at all. And no klipa. There's no klipa. It's iskalos. But the bogdav is like this. That it's the lucha shniyas. That it's our avodah to crack the nut, right? If it's our avoida, that's Ruach HaKodesh, that's Lucha Shliyos. Now that we've done the mice of the Egel, it's our avoida to break this apart.
That's what Chazal mean as Tikkun HaChet.
That's the tikkun. That's the tikkun of the chet. That's Yisurim, our Mamarkin, Avanois of Shaladam. There's so much. I mean, the truth is everything comes down to this, to life. This is life as a Jew means. So it says, so we did a lot of things. We did Chumash, Chadoide, Tanya. Let's just do a little Rav Tzadok here. He says as follows, that the first, here we take the whole week. Sheishes Yom Tasem Lachtecha. We have a whole week, and it's in our hands. And now on Shabbos, we have to be Mekadosh everything that we did for that week. We prepared the whole week, right? Misha Tarach B'Erev Shabbos Yechol B'Shabbos. You prepared the whole week. So now Sheishes Yom Tasem Lachtecha, we're doing human things, we're doing Gashmias things. But we're doing it for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So that's what Shabbos represents, that we're doing it for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So the first part of Shabbos is the Chakal Tapuchim. The first part of Shabbos is, when we first come into Shabbos, we're a little bit frazzled, yeah? So it's the Chakal Tapuchim. We're still not completely, it's Ben Hashmoshes a little bit, we're not completely out of the Gashmias world. And we're moving into the Ruchnias world. We ease into it. Try to sing, try to be miyachid ourselves, try to go to the mikveh, whatever we do. We try to. I heard an interesting conversation on Shabbos. Somebody said, "I can't come to say, I can't learn. I'm going to come late to learning because I go to the mikveh on Erev Shabbos. I took it on myself to go to the mikveh on Erev Shabbos." So the other guy said, "Why go to the mikveh on Erev Shabbos?" So he said, "Because if you go to the mikveh Erev Shabbos, you're makabel and the Neshama Yisera completely different." So the other one said, "Who said there's a chiyuv to be makabel and neshama yisera? Where's the chiyuv to learn? What do you want with the neshama yisera? Abar halitvak, abar hachas. Like where are you coming from over here? Are you going to learn or you're going to go to the mikveh? What are you going to do?" That's the what do you worry about the neshama yisera? You got the one right here. You're not being masakin completely. But okay. Shia Kacha, you come into Shabbos, it's Chakal Tapuch, and you have this mixture of Esav and Yaakov, and the clothing, and it's all mixed up. What do? I'm just telling you Rav Tzadok before we read it inside. You make Kiddush. The Kiddush is, we are being Mekadosh the Yohim. We're saying that everything that we have is Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. That's what Kiddush is. So here's an interesting thing. But by the time it comes to the day, we were Mekadesh HaKadosh Baruch Hu. As Hashem, Hamarta Hayom. We were Amir HaKadosh Baruch Hu Kiddush. Comes to the day, the Chiyuv of Kiddush is not real. It's a Chiyuv D'Rabbanan. Pashtus of Kiddusha Rabbah it's a Lashon Saginar. But the Hasidim say that it's called Kiddusha Rabbah not because it's small, because it's so big. Why is it so big? Because not you're making Kiddush, really, Hashem is making Kiddush. As Hashem Hamircha Hayoim, on Friday night, it was the Chakal Tapuchin, but now already you made Kiddush and you're holding it Shabbos. Imagine we were holding it Shabbos, because by the time it comes to midday, it's a Kadosh Baruch Hu making Kiddush. So he's being Mekadosh us. It's Kiddusha Rabbah. It's a Gevalda. It comes to Shal Shudas, nobody's making Kiddush. Nobody's making Kiddush because I'm holy, you're holy, we're all holy. There's already an Echad. What are we doing on Shal Shudas? Tiferes. So it's the Shem, Tila. Tiferes is Shal Shudas. Shal Shudas is possibly, Al Pi Kabbalah, the holiest time, because at Shal Shudas, we have a complete mizug, a complete homogenation of the Yechudi law and the Yehuda Tata. So those are the three Sudas of Shabbos and how they work out. Our Suda, Hashem's Suda, and our Suda together. So it starts off with Chakal Tapuchin, that's the Yehuda Tata, where we're having to to pick out the week from the Shabbos. Shabbos. Lunchtime, Kedusha Rabbah, and now everything is Kadosh. There's no, by the way, this is the site of Kadosh.
You forgot the nap where we meet Hashem.
The nap, yeah.
I'm just curious whether Malka falls into this.
That's a good question.
What's the question?
What's Malav Malka? Okay.
David HaMelech, Malchus.
See, we have also in the big trifecta, Yisrael, Da'iraisa, V'kud Shabrichu, Chad. That's the big three. What does it mean? Chad. Yisrael is our avodah, Yehuda Tata, which is going in front of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Kud Shabrichu is Humami Reinu. He's giving us back. Where's the connection point between us and HaKadosh Baruch Hu? This is the Torah. What happened in Har Sinai? That was the point where heaven touched earth. That was literally touched earth. And more important than the Haradas Hashchina was the fact that now Hashem spoke to us. We know what to do. We have a kesher. We have a Matan Torah, right? What is Shir Hashem? This is the Yom Nisuyin of Klal Yisrael. We come together. It's like a chuppah. Kaf Aleim Har Kagigis. The chuppah. The connection. So Yisrael, the Oiraisa, the Kutshabrichu, it all comes together. Chadu. That's the Shalshudas, if you will. The Shalshudas of the Bria is Matan Torah. So everything is in the three. So let's just, now that I said all that, let's just read. Usudasa the Chakal Tapuchim Kadishin Hureya Chasada Shel Tapuchim Shnichnasim Yaakov Avinu. With Yaakov Avinu came Shariach Haidezeh Yitzchak Reach Boigdav. That together with Yaakov Avinu came the Reach Boigdav, came the Reach of Esav. Shagam Haim Neis Noisnim Reach Toiv, and they gave over a fragrance too. Umaleim Kedusha Mitzvahs Karimain, because even the Reikonim Shebahem, even the Rishayim of the world of Bnei Yisrael, deep inside of the Pnimius, which Yitzchak was able to find, and Rameir was therefore able to find, right? Rameir was able to be Mataris Asheretz, Baptist Dvarim. So that's Karimai. V'zeh Ayidei, and here's what we're talking about. Ayidei ha'alos kol ha'nefashos l'mkayros b'Shabbos. We're taking all of the Gashmias that we did of the whole week, and we're bringing it back to its Makor on Shabbos. Like this. Umiskala yichuda tata de Hashem ha'aretz umloy, and we are enacting a exercise by starting to keep Shabbos and by being Mekadosh the Hayoim. What we are doing is we are enacting Miskala yichuda tata de Hashem ha'aretz umloy. Okay, we're saying Hashem, this is your Malchus. We're taking everything, we're bringing it together here. Usudazada tika kadisho zerahanpin, the other two sudais, hu mitzad yichudei Allah, that stuff HaKadosh Baruch Hu's doing already. Kadesh atzmacha, b'muter lecha. Kadesh atzmacha ma'atz as chazal, v'ani mekadesh oischa harbe. B'schuli pesach yichudei shamacha, v'ani eftach lecha. It comes from the yichuda tata, comes the Atika Kaddish and the Zerapin. Ba'af Shugam came Behelam, V'raza, V'loi Behiskalos. We're not seeing clearly, we're not seeing the Shekhinah, we're not hearing Hashem's voice. Mikol Malkum Hu Or HaMeir Yoser Bilavavis. You should know that if you bring everything up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you will see and feel an or. Not an or, you won't see it in the room, but you'll see it in your life. Meir Yoser Bilavavis. So L'Meir Uva Karayoy. When something's getting lighter, it's already called Yom. Avshalom Niskala Toike for R. It's not the Geula Shabbos. You're not saying the Toke for R. Degam Yamudah Shachar, and that's a Chama. Okay, so it's like the or you see, and that's time. It's not exactly light. Or after Shkia. But it's also Feinacher Shkia is a Chama. It says Gam Nikriya. So this is like this twilight zone. V'zehu iskalus b'kedusha d'yamama d'Shabbos shein tzarech oid l'kiddush. Masha adam mekadosh es atzmai. Rakdani Hashem mekadsham. Once you make kiddush, you don't have to do anything any longer. If you make kiddush really, you don't have to do anything. K'ani Hashem mekadsham, like Moshe Rabbeinu said. Hashem will see first. V'alkein, kiddush hayoim nikra kiddush harabah. Says Rav Tzadok, shezeh gadol yoiser. Because it's even bigger. Why is it bigger? Because it's Hashem's kiddush. We're just doing a zeicher. We're not doing anything too dramatic. And this is what we mean if you say kegavna v'zeh lemishra Allah b'raza de'echad. That we do the echad, and then Hashem does the raza de'echad. Sho'aymer malzeh b'tfilas ha-mincha, and that's why by mincha, shu seif ha-Shabbos, the Shabbos comes to a close. Shaz hiskalus ratzon helyon b'yoser, and the circle is being completed. So what do we say? Kitam koshalai pridaschem b'shmini atzeres, and mincha Shabbos is a bechina of shmini atzeres shu seif ha-chag. It's a culmination. Al kain oimrim oz, what do you say by mincha? Ato echad, shimcha echad. Umika amcha Yisrael goy echad ba'aretz. Everything is echad. So you start off with Shabar v'zachar b'dibur echad, Ishmianu kelam yuchad, Hashem echad u'shmoy echad. But by the time we get to the end of Shabbos, it's Ato echad, v'shimcha echad, u'mikamcha Yisrael goy echad ba'aretz. Ato echad, that's in Shemayim. Shimcha echad, and therefore Klal Yisrael's echad. So l'sitcha elyon ha'kol hagoyim. Mikamcha goy echad, shehu yichude lo, v'yichude tato, v'yisachtus Yisrael ba'atzmam zeim zeh. This is the part that's hard to do. Not only that, we have to actually be close to each other. So in order to be makabel the Shekhinah, let's say at Har Sinai, you needed ki ish echad b'leiv echad. In order for this to reach this and to make a bonding, there has to be unity in the middle, in the gartel over here. This is all the Kigavna. These are the 3 points. Oraisa HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'Havatayra b'Yisrael. Gimel Nekudim D'Oraisa HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'Havatayra b'Yisrael. Yisrael v'Oraisa v'Kadosh Baruch Hu Chadu. Hashem Mulsiferes v'Lisila. It's all the 3. 3 all over. 3 meals on Shabbos. Everything's 3. Why is Torah the Tiferes? Because Torah really is the connecting point between Hashem and Klal Yisrael. So by the way, there's no time right now, but the Kel HaMiyuchad is the beginning of Shabbos. It's Echad, Yachid, Umiyuchad. The way to understand this, Hishmianu Kel HaMiyuchad, we're making Hashem special. By Mincha, we're already saying, Mikam Chayisrael Goy Echad Baretz, Ato Echad, V'shim Echad. Not Miyuchad, it's already Echad. It's a complete Echad. And in between is a Yachid, meaning Klal Yisrael is becoming one. B'Shabbos Shma D'Kudsha B'Richu, Ba Nikna Torah, happens to be that the Shabbos was given the Torah was given on Shabbos, Uknesses Yisrael, Bazugai, it was a marriage, the Torah was a marriage between Klal Yisrael and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Torah was just the Ksuva. Har Sinai was just the Chuppah. The connection is the important thing, the connection between Klal Yisrael and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Think about it, that's what Torah is, isn't it? Is Torah anything else? Are we doing anything else right now except for trying to figure out the connection between us, trying to connect 2 worlds? That's what we're doing. So that happened in Har Sinai. So we had a chuppah, we had a ksuva. That's what Shabbos is, the Ois HaBris. Because he's not part of that bris. Let's just finish the... V'zeu kedushas HaShabbos shemevi b'leiv avas Hashem Yisbarach v'avas HaTorah v'avas Yisrael l'chol echad kamoicha. Mamish finishes Rav Tzadok the Maimer by saying, V'zehu, this is all everything that we learn. Zehu ha'yichud ha'gomer shemein olam haba v'ashrei ha'zoicha l'hargish zebi izgalus libay. Halavai, we should be able to be margish in our neshama. This is the whole thing. If we're not margish, we're missing like a whole piece of being Jewish. Being margish the achtos, the ata echad, shimcha echad, mikam chol Yisrael, goy echad, baretz, that echad where it's not just like we could look at suffering and we can say, Gam Zula type, but that's part of it. But then we see everything is part of this tapestry. Everything is part of this echad of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We can bring it all together. Like, amazing. Hashgacha pratis. Every concept that we ever learned is all this echad, that this is all the Malchus Hashem. And if we do that, so then we get the bracha. That's the next part of Luchadoidi. Ki hi makor habracha, mirosh mikedem nesucha, basa machshav etchila. That it all comes down. The makor habracha is what we can send up. Okay.
Almost has like a negative.
So